I'm going to call it how I see it. MLB The Show does not care about this game anymore. We are going to discuss a ton of things inside of this video. The first thing being this stub sale that is currently going on. So it is not limited only to PlayStation. It is across all platforms. You are going to have it on the Xbox and also on the Nintendo Switch. When you press over here, it will take you to where you buy stubs. And as you can see, the more money you spend on stubs, the higher the percentage it is you get discounted on the price you spend. A stub sale is important because it affects the marketplace. Any card that is a low tier diamond, meaning an 89 and below, usually sees its price drop whenever there is a stub sale. But any card that is a 90 and above, in particular those that are found in packs that have a rare round and base round, they usually go up in price. For example, look at this Julio Rodriguez. If we look at his marketplace trends, just yesterday, he was selling for 37K sell now, 47K buy now, and currently he is selling for 60K buy now, 50K sell now, and the prices should continue to go up. Surprisingly, we are also getting double XP weekend, and this is lasting until June 6th around noon Pacific time or 3 p.m. Eastern. The best two methods to grind out double XP are going to be either through ball player, despite ball player not being as effective as it once was since the two-way player glitch got taken out, or by simply doing other programs inside of Diamond Dynasty. When I'm talking about other programs, I'm talking about doing Team Affinity as well as the other programs here, and making sure that inside of your squad you have a ton of players that are working either towards parallel XP missions or stat missions that are going to allow you to progress throughout these programs and get the XP bonus rewards, as the XP bonus rewards inside the other programs won't actually be doubled, but it'll help you if you ever get limited in terms of the gameplay XP that you can get in one day. Before we talk about the championship series, I would highly recommend that you hit that like button and red subscribe button, aiming for 30,000 subscribers before the end of June. Also hit that notification bell, and inside the description you will find our Twitch links as well as more other links. We stream every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern. This should not be new news to anyone, but tournaments are going to be exclusive to the PlayStation 5 nowadays. I believe I discussed this a little bit earlier. So if you got a Switch or an Xbox or even a PlayStation 4, unfortunately you are not going to be able to participate in these tournaments in the long run. Now I could be mistaken and you could still some way somehow register and actually play in these tournaments, but from what I have read so far, it seems like it's only going to be on the PS5 console. Now this tournament, everyone is free to sign up with if you meet the requirements in terms of legal age and residency as well. This is a qualifier tournament. If you advance inside of this tournament, you then advance to the wild card, and if you advance in the wild card, you advance to the finals, in which you will be playing for real life cash. To celebrate Gehrig Day, there is a free to redeem pack inside of the show shop in which you don't have to do anything except for buy it. Inside of this pack, you are receiving a 97 overall Incognito series Gehrig called the Iron Horse. For a free card, the attributes are amazing. Good contact, good power, good clutch, and then he's a first baseman, so we don't really care too much about his defensive attributes. At 76 speed, that is also really good for a first baseman. And then looking at the quirks, he has amazing quirks. On top of that, he is a set 2 card, so you are able to use him towards the set 2 collection in order to go further in unlocking whichever of the 3 it is that you want in terms of the set 2 collection bosses. The only downside to any first base / DH card such as this one is that there are going to be a ton of players that are going to be able to play at a similar level, if not better, but none of them are more cost efficient than this one right here. In addition, inside of that pack, you are also going to be getting a bat skin as well as bat grip that will help you with the collections in terms of equipment to unlock that Diamond Choice Equipment pack. Inside of the Diamond Duos pack, we are getting ourselves a brand new set 2 Incognito series card called the Flying Dutchman. This is going to resemble Hannes Wagner. He has 114 contact versus right, 118 versus left, 78 power versus right, 82 versus left, and then 125 clutch. We love those attributes, especially for a utility card like his. At any secondary position, he is going to have gold fielding animations as well as gold reaction animations, and with 92 speed, even a bad jump, he's going to be able to recuperate very well. With his quirks, this card is going to play above his attributes, and being a utility set 2 card, I could definitely see it being used by a lot of people once set 1 cards are no longer available. Also inside of the Diamond Duos pack is going to be Tareq Scubo that has 103 hit per 9, 92 pitching clutch. He has a 5-pitch arsenal, it being a slider, a 4-seam, a sinker, circle change, and a 12-6. So he has ideally the 5 pitches that you would want. The only thing that he's truly missing is a cutter. He has no outlier in terms of velocity outlier, but he does have break outlier. When it comes to these two Diamond Duos choices, I would go with Honus Wagner if I could get him rather than Tareq Scubo. Despite him being a lefty, there are a lot of better lefty options in which you don't have to give yourself a chance through buying a pack or spend 50k plus stubs. Let's talk about this roster update, and before we even dive into any player in specific, I will tell you all this. It would not make sense for SDS to bless us with a roster update in which a ton of players either go diamond or get upgraded at the same time that they're doing a stub sale. Why, you might ask? Well, because if they do go ahead and do that, then your investments will give you most of the stubs you would have wanted to purchase through a stub sale. Therefore, you are no longer looking to invest into their corporation by buying stubs off of the stub sale. So instead, they went a little lackluster when it comes to the update, and they didn't upgrade a ton of players, which I believe were deserving of going up. Looking at right field, the biggest change is going to be Acuna. He goes from an 89 overall to a 91 overall. That is high tier diamond. At center field, there are no big changes. We get ourselves Harrison Bader getting close to diamond. Kevin Kiermaier, the same thing there. Michael Harris actually drops out of diamond. And then Josh Lowe goes up to an 81, with Jose Siri being on the verge of getting gold. This is definitely someone, if you invested in, that you want to hold on to, because if he continues hitting the ball well like he currently is, he definitely is going to be a gold player. In left field, we got Yordan Alvarez getting a +2. Randy Arozarena surprisingly did not go diamond, and I believe that's surprising to a lot of people. Masataka Yoshida also is on the verge of going diamond. Corbin Carroll goes up to an 83 overall, and then Gurriel Jr. goes up to an 81 overall. At short, we do not have Bo Bichette going diamond just yet. Bo Bichette is going to be a difficult player to go diamond. Why, you might ask? Well, look at his defensive attributes. At shortstop, the defensive attributes are really important, and the fact that he does not have any good ones, it means that he is going to have to hit for power and contact out of this world in order to hit that 85, 86 overall. We have Wander Franco also getting a +1, Corey Seager getting a +1 as well, and those are the big upgrades at short. At third base, we have Matt Chapman with an ultimate drop off. He hit an 85 overall. If you went ahead and invested in him and did not sell off, you're going to be in a world of hurt, because he just dropped 4 overalls back down to an 81 overall. Isaac Paredes, which is someone that I went ahead and recommended through investments, got the +2 that I predicted, and he is now an 80 overall as well. So this would be a great card to go ahead and quick sell, since you doubled the stubs you invested in him essentially. At second base, we have Marcus Semien. This was a player that I liked, but I did not include because I felt like it was either going to be him or Adolis Garcia that was going to get the upgrade, and both of them actually ended up getting the upgrade, but a ton of other Rangers players that deserved upgrades did not end up getting it. We have Gleyber Torres also hitting gold inside of second base. At first base, as predicted, Freddie Freeman does actually get that upgrade as he goes up to an 87 overall. I thought they were going to give him one additional overall up to an 88. This is still someone that you might want to invest in, especially if he's selling for the quick sell price, because he's been the best hitter in the MLB, and he most likely will continue to be the best hitter, so he can go all the way back up to high tier diamond, which at quick sell value is still going to net you some stubs in profit. Yandy Diaz, deservingly so, also goes up to an 86 overall. We have ourselves Anthony Rizzo also getting closer to that diamond overall. At the catcher position, we don't have any changes in terms of overall tiers, as Will Smith gets closer to high tier diamond. Same thing with Adley Rutschman and Sean Murphy. Christian Bethencourt does get a +1. Salvador Perez a +1 as well. Haim loses 2. And even though they did touch up on Cal Raleigh, I'm surprised he didn't even go close to an 80 overall, let alone 81. When it comes to closing pitchers, Alexis Diaz gets a +2. Felix Bautista gets a +1. One of the new diamonds is going to be David Bednar getting a +3. Him and Yandy Diaz were the only 2 new diamonds. Camilo Doval also jumps up to the gold level as well. In terms of relief pitchers, we have ourselves Eric Swanson getting a +1, so now he's a gold. And Yanier Cano is also getting a +7, so he is close to being gold. Will he be one of the first ones to go all the way from a common to a diamond? You let me know. Looking at starting pitchers, there were not many that actually jumped overall. Most of them stayed within the gold range or low tier diamond range or high tier diamond range. There weren't many big changes. As I'm telling you all, this roster update was lackluster rather than what we expected as a community as a whole, rather than me just individually. The Tops Now program is we now have week 4 of the Tops Now program, which is going to bring you 1 of 4 set 2 diamonds that are unsellable. This makes it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then last but not least, just like they did with Kenley Jansen, they are bringing us a 99 overall closing pitcher, Craig Kimbrough. And this one is actually going to be very usable because he has a 4-seam, knuckle curve, sinker, slider, 125 hit per 9, 125 pitching clutch, and unfortunately no outlier, but that's fine because he has a weird little throw and delivery, so that's gonna help you out. This is going to be someone else that you want inside your bullpen, especially with the set 1 relievers leaving the game very soon. Looking throughout this section of MLB The Show, I was very surprised because they don't even have themselves a content schedule basically telling us what is going to be the upcoming content coming to the game. So I feel like this was more of a rushed update and something that they did not even prepare for. They just threw it out there in terms of roster updates, in terms of the Stub Sale, Double XP. They just didn't have enough content to actually bring today, which is very surprisingly because there has been a lack of content when it comes to MLB The Show. If we realistically look at this update, the only thing we really got that adds content value to the game is going to be the Tops Now program. Other than that, we didn't get anything. More packs inside the show shop does not add content value, and then the Double XP weekend does not add content value, or the Stub Sale, or even the tournament that's going on. In a time where MLB The Show seems to be falling off a cliff in terms of the content and the players staying engaged and wanting to play the game, it seems like SDS, rather than taking a step forward and actually bringing a ton of content, even if it's spread out throughout the weeks that people will want to do, they decided to say, hey, we'll take our foot off the gas pedal, and if you want to quit, then so be it. Like, for crying out loud, for Lou Gehrig, we couldn't even get ourselves a conquest map to help people go ahead and have something new and refreshing to grind out those new PXP and stat missions for. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But if you did end up enjoying today's content, make sure you hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell. Check out the description for the Twitch, Discord, and more links. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.